All depression is a reoccurring theme based on some pattern in your life. It's the woe is me type mentality, and it doesn't go away unless you choose to help it go away. Now, it's not instant. You're not going to just all of a sudden be better, right? So it's a process, it's a practice like anything. If you get good at something, it's not because you just sat there and thought about it, it's because you practiced it. So it starts with very simple, mind altering practices. Maybe you tell yourself you love yourself in the mirror every morning. Maybe you break a routine and start doing something a little bit differently than you did before. Stop having coffee and maybe have tea. Maybe start your morning with a giant glass of water rather than going for that Monster, right? Or that Red Bull, or that extreme dopamine hit to get you going. Because our bodies are perfectly capable of being awake and active and ready to go if you feed it properly. And that's the same thing with your mental health. If you feed it properly and stop doing the things that you keep doing. If you keep getting in shitty relationships, it's because you secretly enjoy the suffering. You secretly enjoy getting in shitty relationships to solidify your old belief patterns. So stop believing the bullshit lies that your head tells you, because it's not your head. It's energies, it's frequencies, it's pain and trauma. And there's a point where you start getting off on it. Your anger is a dopamine release. Your sadness is a dopamine release. Find new, better, more productive ways of releasing dopamine. Only you can do it. Nobody else is going to do it. No therapist in the world is going to cure you. No medication in the world is going to cure you. You have to put your best foot forward and choose to be healthy every day. So respond differently to people. If they trigger you, be aware of that trigger. You have a split second to react differently and just respond. I've said it in previous videos, the best way to handle a narcissist is when they say something nasty, look them in the eye and say, that hurts. It seems pedestrian, right? It seems infantile. Why would I want to talk like a child? Because we're all children. I've never met an adult in my life. Not one. Not one single adult in my entire life. And that's including myself. So when I'm having issues, I go in and I try to find the inner child that's crying. Because that's what it is. And it just wants to be acknowledged. It wants you to stop repeating the patterns that keep it stuck. So first off, believe in yourself. Stop lying to yourself and saying, I can't do it. Because you can. Everybody can. We're all equally capable of doing the hard thing. Because it's not really hard when you're in it. You ask any smoker that has quit smoking, and you'll ask them the secret, and they'll just tell you, I was done. That was the last cigarette. I was just done. So you're not going to stop anything until you're ready to stop the thing. If you want a different life, you don't want to be lazy and sitting on the couch all the time, then you're going to take a step forward and go, I'm fucking done with this. But you've got to get to your breaking point. It's very rare that somebody is so disciplined that they take up new and invigorating things unless they've done the work through their suffering. Do I enjoy the suffering? Am I getting off on it? Does it somehow make me feel good to feel bad? And it's a reoccurring theme, so you're not just going to get over it today. You're not going to make this decision, I'm just not going to be depressed anymore. You're going to have to battle it every single day. You're going to have a negative thought, and you're going to be aware of it and witness it, and you're going to take a step back, maybe even take a step outside of yourself for a moment, and you're going to recalibrate. And you're going to go, all right, this is a negative thought, and I'm tired of negative thoughts. So what would be a better thought? Most depression comes from a feeling that you are not enough. And that's a lie. You've always been enough. You've always been exactly what you needed to be in every single moment that you've needed to be in. And you put yourself through suffering in order to substantiate that feeling. So find the suffering and move into it. Really feel it. If you're going to be sad, be the saddest sad you've ever been. So if you're depressed, go into that depression, find out where it is. And don't lie to yourself. Well, it's because they treated me this way. They talked to me like that. They called me this. They told me that this is who I was. Don't do that. That's a lie. Nobody on the outside affects the inside unless you allow them to. And that's including yourself. So find where the pain is, acknowledge the pain, and then move into it to see where it originates from. Chances are some adult told you some fucked up bullshit at some point in your life and you believed it. Because they're an adult, they're an authority figure, they know me. No, they don't. They have no idea who you are. They don't even know who they are. And the reason they're talking shit to you and making you feel small is because they feel small, right? And that's the generational trauma nonsense. We hand it down, we pass it on. If you want to change the world, be the change that you want to see. It's a Gandhi quote, and it's one of my favorites. Because if you don't want to be depressed and angry and sad and whatever all the time, then choose differently. You can do it. And like I said, it's baby steps. It's catching yourself every single time you have a woe is me moment and changing that. And then the better you get at it, you don't even ignore the negative thoughts. You see them and you smile because they're not who you are anymore. You can do this. We all are capable. Source is everywhere, and we are part of that. And in that is liberation. Through self-realization is liberation. So, as always, much love, and I hope this helped. Leave your comments, and I'll see you guys next time.